Due to policies involving YouTube and COPPA, this disclaimer is to inform you that this video is not for YouTubers under 17. Viewer discretion advised. Thank you. Hey everyone, this is J-Dog, and I'm here with another video. So, once again, the NFL continues more reasons why none of us should watch the NFL. Not one game, and especially not the Super Bowl. Last time we successfully boycotted the Super Bowl last year, where they ended up suffering some of the lowest ratings. And now let's make the boycott even bigger by causing the NFL's Super Bowl more decline in ratings. We need them to be at very low ratings this year. No one should be watching the NFL, especially if you're an African American. The racism that comes from that league it's been happening. The way players are treated, black players are treated compared to white athletes. Ben Roethlisberger, a white quarterback, was accused of molestation and rape, yet he's still playing in the league. Meanwhile, Ray Rice, who was accused of assaulting his wife, and even when the wife said that she did some wrong, I don't agree with Ray Rice hitting people, but then again, the wife even said that she was in the wrong, and they were willing to work it out. He ain't playing in the league no more. But rapist Ben Roethlisberger had no remorse over the people he raped, and he's still playing. See the hypocrisy? Colin Kaepernick and Eric Reid, these two men that you see on the screen, was kneeling in protest against police brutality. Today, only one of them is still playing in the NFL because the other one is being blackballed for starting the protest against racist violence by police officers nationwide. You had dumbass Jay Chump, the moron in chief who wants to cause all kinds of trouble, calling NFL players, mostly black NFL players, SOBs, who was kneeling because they thought that the kneeling is disrespectful against the veterans and is disrespectful for the flag and stuff like that. Like I could care less about a piece of cloth. I remember showing, I think in a previous video when I was talking about Richard Spencer, I believe I was showing a young girl, a separate video that was a little off topic from the topic I was talking about on that video, showing a little girl wiping her nose on the American flag. But Colin Kaepernick is demonized. This man right here is demonized for kneeling against police brutality. Why was no one attacking that little girl? It was a white little girl too. For wiping her nose with the flag. That shows you the hypocrisy. Not to mention, kneeling is not against the flag code. Not sitting during the national anthem is not against the flag code. But they are doing other things like having the the flag close to the ground at the stadiums, that's actually against the flag code. The Blue Lives Matter symbol with, the black American flag with the blue line, that's actually a flag code violations. You have people wearing costumes with the American flag. That's actually against the flag code. Not kneeling. Yet Kaepernick's the one blackballed, and the kneeling part didn't even come from him. The kneeling idea actually came from a soldier that visited him, and Colin Kaepernick. See, that soldier, the people that Trump is claiming that Colin Kaepernick was disrespecting. He was the one that suggested the kneeling, because when soldiers die, soldiers take a knee in prayer and to pay the respects to the fallen soldier. Yet, Colin Kaepernick can't get a job, and they're trying to find a way to destroy Eric Reid and the NFL. But now we got some other reasons why I will not be watching NFL. The mistreatment of the players is an example. I just mentioned earlier about the hypocrisy. What is being done to Antonio Brown. And although I have some issues with Antonio Brown and his behavior, but look at how they want to destroy black NFL players, but white NFL players they try to protect. You had Tim Ryan going after Lamar Jackson over his skin color and stuff like that. And Tim Ryan didn't get fired. But one black NFL player says retard, he's fired. Then you have the situation with the coach issue. I'm not really going to read the article. I know it's from Jemele Hill, but she was talking about how NFL owners have problem with coaches of color. Mainly black coaches. Do you know that there is only 3 black NFL coaches? At least currently. And I think the only other, when she meant by person of color, I think she was also talking about the Hispanic NFL coach. The rest of the coach are non-Hispanic white. The league is 70% black, but majority of that percentage is the players. Only 3 coaches and none of the ownership. The majority of the ownership, matter of fact, the entire ownership of the NFL is white. All the NFL team owners, the execs, the commission, are all white. Most of the referees, are white. Most of the quarterbacks are white. There's only like a couple black quarterbacks. I think Lamar Jackson, Cam Newton, Russell Wilson, who actually won a Super Bowl, being among the first of many black quarterbacks to win the Super Bowl. Okay, maybe him and Ray Lewis, and maybe a couple others. But notice that they don't hire a lot of black quarterbacks. They don't draft a lot. Now, speaking of black quarterbacks, there is one black quarterback that I am despising. Well, technically he's biracial. Now, there's a black quarterback biracial quarterback that I do not like. And he is the next reason why I am not watching the NFL. This moron, this idiot right here, this piece of garbage on the left is Patrick Mahomes. He is a quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs, who recently won the AFC Championship, which gains, not only do they win the AFC Championship Conference, the AFC Conference Championship, they have the honor of competing in the Super Bowl, which is supposed to happen on February 9th, but once again, February 2nd is the Super Bowl, which, by the way, please boycott the NFL. Boycott the Super Bowl. Do not watch the Super Bowl. I won't watch the Super Bowl, so don't watch the Super Bowl. He will be taking on, I believe, the 49ers. His team will be taking on the 49ers. Now, you notice that the person on the right is George Zimmerman. Yes, I decided to look at this picture with the two pictures together. Yes, the person on the right is George Zimmerman. Now, what does George Zimmerman even have to do with this? We know that the Super Bowl is playing in Miami, Florida, which unfortunately that's also where George Zimmerman happens to reside. I'm surprised he's still around. But the reason why I decided to put these, decide to show these pictures together is because Mahomes, when he was in his 20s or as a teenager, or maybe during the early stages of his NFL career, actually supported George Zimmerman. Let's remember, he is part black. At least he's biracial, which means I just found out that his father was black and that his father was a former MLB baseball player. But to support the man who killed Trayvon Martin and got away with it, now everyone, rightfully so, is calling for Patrick Mahomes to be canceled. I cannot, how dare Patrick Mahomes defend a slime ball, a piece of crap, a piece of garbage like George Zimmerman, a murderer, a thug. Yeah, I've said it. George Zimmerman is a thug. He's a murderer and a racist. He has even caused terror within his own family. I mean, his family, his father being a former judge, was one of the real reasons why he got away with it. Also because, that court case was a sham. It was that court case was rigged for George Zimmerman to win and get off. Not to mention the disrespect that was done towards the Martin family. Even more disrespect is now they're suffering from because this garbage on the right, George Zimmerman, is trying to sue the Martin family and their lawyer. And I think he's trying to sue the prosecution as well. And you have Patrick Mahomes. So this shows you right there that despite having a black father and being half black himself, he was willing to defend a racist who kills black people, who killed a black person. And then he wants to go around saying, stop resisting real cops and all that. That's what he said in his past tweets. And it's when his tweets got resurfaced. And notice that it's been rumored that the NFL is going to have a gag order against the media to make sure that no one talks about it, or they will lose their press credentials. Well, the new black media is going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. I'm talking about it right now. That shows you the cowardness of the NFL. It's Patrick Mahomes' fault, and then you want the NFL to protect. It's going to protect Mahomes from the media because he got called out for his support of George Zimmerman. Oh, by the way, you saying stop resisting. George Zimmerman is not a police officer. He was a neighborhood watchman. The police actually told him not to follow Trayvon Martin until at least the police arrived on the scene and they were going to investigate, interrogate, probably in a more professional manner, actual professions. But you had George Zimmerman, racist neighborhood watchman, acting like some kind of vigilante killing Trayvon Martin. Not to mention, you didn't know if he claims Trayvon Martin fought him, Trayvon Martin probably fought against George Zimmerman in self-defense, because as a person, if I was Trayvon Martin, I would either run or fight, because I don't know who this individual is. He's not identified as an officer. And even so, what makes him not think that that person is crooked or some murderer or something like that? Trayvon Martin didn't know who George Zimmerman was. And when he finally did, it led to his death. Exactly what Trayvon Martin feared. And then you have Patrick Mahomes, the nerve to defend him. And then now he's trying to backpedal. You even have some of Mahomes' family members trying to go after some members of the New Black Media. I think one went after a YouTuber. I think it was LVZ and stuff, where they were fighting on Facebook over the situation. You got some of Mahomes' family members trying to fight against anyone who tries to bring up Mahomes' defense of George Zimmerman. You got the NFL issuing gag orders to protect him from the media. And now I'm also hearing that the NFL, most people are somehow in favor of the Chiefs winning, and that the NFL somehow secretly wants the Chiefs to win, because they want to help the head coach, who turns out his sons have issues, and they're starting to praise Patrick Mahomes. We know the real reason why. It's because he supported a racist. The NFL is racist. So so now they might as well just let Patrick Mahomes, and so they're going to try to find a way to rig the game, get the refs to make sure they make calls in favor of Patrick Mahomes so his team can win the Super Bowl, because he supports a racist. Very pathetic of the NFL. And this is many of the reasons why I will not support the Chiefs. I will not support Patrick Mahomes, and I definitely will not watch the NFL, and I will definitely not watch this year's Super Bowl, just like I did not watch last year's Super Bowl or the Super Bowl before that. The NFL is a plantation. It's a slave plantation. It's a terrible, corrupt league, and a racist one. And I hope many people join in the protest against the NFL. The NFL does not deserve the support of the black community. But that's all I have to say for now. I want to know what y'all think in the comment section. Write down in the comment section what you think. Make sure you like the video, share the video, and subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification. Check to make sure you're are subscribed and getting notifications. Check every once in a while to see if I come up with a new video, and also check to make sure you're still subscribed, and hope that you know who is not taking off subscribers. I'll also leave the links to all the different accounts that I have for y'all to follow me on, where I do videos, posts, etc. But that's all I have to say for now. And remember to boycott the NFL. This is J-Dog. Thank you for watching, and I hope to catch you all in another video. Peace, everyone.